Hello, Geminis. Welcome to your uplifting messages. So, the focus of this reading is what are you going to be receiving in the next 7 days? So, what we have is the Nine of Pentacles, which is very beautiful, okay, to start the message with. Because it's related to self discipline. So, I mean, at the 9 you're actually ready to go to the 10, right? So but usually the 9 is associated with an ending. Related to astrology, that would be the 9th house, which is corresponding with Jupiter and Sagittarius. So this has to do with long distance traveling. It has to do with school. It has to do with also graduating, university, getting your bachelor's degree, your master's. So I see this person, the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like either someone is going to be graduating within the next 7 days when you actually see this video, and I feel like you are going to be one of the popular choices once you do apply for a job at this time, or if you want to spend more time into school. You might decide to actually right away go ahead and get your master's or even your PhD. I feel like this is going to be something that will help you a lot. I feel like some of you, anyways, you don't really want to be in the spotlight. I feel like you just want to be in the back. You want to work in the background or in the lab or stock rooms, whatever. I feel like you're more focusing on research because I feel like your mind is your superpower at this time, okay? So for a group of Gemini, what's clarifying this Nine of Pentacles is looking. Have an eye for beauty and uncover hidden charms. Seek and you will find. So again, this is clarifying the fact that you're the kind of Gemini that likes to, look deeper and wanting to figure out how things work, okay? And I also feel like the reason why, because some of you, it's not related to like an official school, it's not like a regulated place. I feel like it could be just the school of life. I feel like you've been traveling, you've been on this journey for a while, and you've acquired a lot of experiences. And for some of you, you are an artist. You have an eye for beauty, so which makes it easier for you to be able to produce beautiful things that people want. And again, seek and you will find. I feel like with this Nine of Pentacles, I feel like once you want something, it's not hard for you to get it. And for some of you, it comes in the package of a relationship of a person. So you might be meeting a Nine of Pentacle kind of person. So it could be a Virgo or any of the other Earth, Taurus, and Capricorn. But what's really, striking out, or what the first impression that this person is giving you, is that they are very independent, or they're very rich, or they live a luxurious lifestyle, or they have a beautiful home. But what you don't know is that this person has gone through a whole lot, okay? And they've gone out of a very difficult divorce, and they're kind of keeping certain things on the wrap. I feel like I don't know if it's because of trust, but they're not really willing to divulge a lot of information about themselves, okay? Because they still are working through that, okay? For some of you, you are going to get your eye exam, and I feel like that's just like a checkup routine. I feel like you're in need of new glasses. You are going to be receiving or buying some very expensive, luxurious looking glasses, okay? For another group of Gemini, okay, graduation. So congratulations, you are graduating from it could be a cycle, it doesn't have to be school again, or maybe you finish an internship, or you finish some type of training and you've been accepted, okay? So this is about, like, it says examen, which means tests or taking tests, or you've aced your final exam and now you're ready for the next level if it is within a specific program, okay? But I feel like the group here is very excited about the next chapter it about the next chapter in their new life. Okay, and I also feel like with the people that are right in the front, I feel like some of you have had some amazing teachers as well, or mentors. So I feel like also some of you might be looking for some mentors and teachers for the next chapter in your life. Okay, now I feel like when you actually are going to find someone that's very knowledgeable in whatever area that you're looking for. Okay, but probably for some of you, the Nine of Pentacles has to do with self-sufficiency. So maybe you are looking for mentorship or any kind of course program or any kind of support system, whether it's forum, to be able to aid you on your path to glory. Again, another group of Geminis, you are an artiste. Okay, a true artiste lives their art. Let your life be your canvas and you will create your greatest masterpiece. Okay, I feel like for some of you Geminis, you don't understand the value of your worth, the value of what you do, of your focus, of your intention, because you do a lot of intentional work. Okay, and I feel like there's a specific product that you are going to produce, whether it's in whatever art form that it is, whether it's jewelry or painting or like making clothes. I feel like there's something that's going to be selling like hot cakes. Okay, something is going to be selling like hot cakes. And also I feel like there's a sense of you needing to increase the price on your product. Okay, because again, you will create your greatest masterpiece. So in next 7 days, I feel like you are going to have the blueprint ready to produce a new hot item. So congratulations, Gemini. Okay, so but for some of you Geminis, the Ten of Swords has shown up for what you really want, which is very, very, very complexing a little bit due to the fact that we have the Nine of Pentacles, which looks very it looks luxurious, right, as compared to the Ten of Swords, which looks pretty much darkened and dead. So maybe some of you, I believe, might be wanting to lose weight at this time. So with the Nine of Pentacles, maybe within the next 7 days, you have the opportunity. You'll need to take it though, because right now Mars is in Virgo. I know this is Venus in Virgo, but probably it will be helpful. It will allow you to be able to take the necessary steps for you to start a new lifestyle. Okay, so for others of you though, I feel like some of you want to be single. Okay, and that's for a few percentage. I feel like you've been through a very hard time when it comes to a specific relationship. Some of you have gotten out of a divorce, and I feel like you don't want to see this person ever again. You don't want to deal with them. I mean, if you have kids, you're gonna try to avoid them as much as possible. But for now, I mean, maybe in the future you'll try to keep things friendly, right? Since it's an air sign, you can, look at things from a logical perspective. But I feel like you're done. Like you're done. So I feel like you don't want this person to call you. You don't want this person to contact you. For others of you that don't have, like, maybe it's not a divorce. Maybe it was just either it was a long-term relationship or whatever. There was some type of affinity between you two guys. And I feel like you realize that I can no longer entertain this connection or this dynamic. So someone is done. Like Gemini, you're done. You don't want to deal with it anymore. It's dead. Like something is just over. Okay, and then I was clarifying this Ten of Swords energy. Okay, and it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be some, like, you just want to live your best life, and anything that might bother you or that might make you cranky or might get under your nerves, I feel like you just want it to be gone from your life, to disappear. Poof, that's it. Okay, so to clarify the Ten of Swords, which makes a whole lot of sense, we have the Wheel of Fortune, cyclic nature of life, lucky, destiny, good fortune, turning points, decisive moments. I feel like you want God and the universe to just take control of this situation and shake it up, change it, take out all the bad parts of it, but just make your life new. And the reason why I say this is because of the star energy, which has to do with living a whole different lifestyle. Okay, this is about living your ideal lifestyle. This is about a miracle as well. Hope, direction, renewal, trust, belief, positivity, creativity, and inspiration, positivity, rebirth. So you want good luck on your path, which is good because we have this Nine of Pentacle energy, and you actually want to live a different lifestyle. I feel like some of you actually are going to like move altogether. You might like go to a different, you're gonna move to a different state or a different province or a different town, different country. But I feel like you just want to be with new people. I feel like you don't want people to know you, and that's good. You can revamp your image, or you can like pretend to be what you've always wanted to be. Okay, and you don't have to explain about your past. So I feel like you might be the newcomer in your town, not wanting to talk so much about, you know, the things that has occurred in the past, because for you it's like a nightmare. You're not willing to relieve that, relive that. Okay, and for some of you, you might need to like go see like a therapist if you need to speak about it, because hurting by yourself, hurting with a closed mouth, it's not gonna help you. I feel like here it talks about deep wounds. I feel like some of you do have deep wounds about a situation, and because of that, like, for you to start the healing, you have to let it go. Okay, you have to be able to lay out your dirty laundry for a stranger to analyze you, unfortunately. Okay, but that's what they're there for. They're there to assist you, to allow you to advance to the next spot in your life, the next chapter, the next book. Okay, so what I love about this deck is that the major arcanas are included with some affirmation, so I can deal with all kinds of difficulties in life calmly. Okay, and I am optimistic about the future. So Gemini, that's what you're feeling optimistic, or you want to feel optimistic about the future. And the reason why I say you want to is because we have the Eight of Swords. So at this, with the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Swords, this is about being a victim, and you could have possibly have been a victim of any kind of abuse. I feel like there was actually someone that got punched in the face, punched in the eye by someone that you know, and you had to go to the hospital and lie about what happened. So yeah, there's a sense that you were feeling helpless. You felt like you couldn't really help yourself in that situation, and you felt like you needed to, maybe because of that Nine of Pentacle energy, of wanting to deal with it by yourself, in a situation where you cannot, especially if you are physically bruised or physically knocked down, you're gonna need help. Okay, you're gonna need help at this time. So I feel like also this is about the labels that you've allowed other people to tag onto you, or even you labeling yourself and believing those things that are untrue or that really don't matter. So I feel like this is also about not letting your mind trap you in certain situation or in certain ways of thinking. Nine of Pentacles has to do with freedom. So there's a sense sometimes you feel like you're stuck, and I feel like some of you might be stuck on a specific deadline, because you might want to, I feel like you might want to take full use of this Nine of Pentacle energy: abundance, elegance, self-sufficiency, independence, material security, and rewarded efforts. I feel like you have a deadline that you need to somehow follow through if it's not self-imposed. for you to be able to somehow get what you want. But I also feel like it's your mind that's playing jokes on you, you know, all kinds of negativity that might be bringing you down at this time, and which could have been translated to external factors that affected you, that has kept you stuck somehow. Okay, and also for you see how this is like flourishing behind her. This is just so dry. Okay, so I feel like you were stuck in a relationship that you felt like there was no love in reality, right? I feel like it was done due to practicality, it was done due to tradition. It was, you know, you came together with this person because you felt like you have to. I mean, this could be a whole lot of things, but like this there's one thing about being a victim and also allowing that victim mentality to bring you down. Okay, so the advice here is the high priestess. Okay, and the high priestess energy here, I feel like some of you might have discovered that the person that you were with was not faithful, and that high priestess also can talk about the hidden woman, or you know, the woman that you do not know about, but kind of figured out at this time that somebody else, like you're part of a third party situation. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, again, I feel like it's related to those people, because that's what we need to resolve. We need to resolve the fact that some of you Geminis are not looking toward the future in a positive sense. And the Nine of Pentacles is, that's what it is. It's the nine has to do with vision, right? When you look at the nine, it kind of looks like a head, but it also looks like an eye. So there's a sense of you being able to see beyond what's here. Okay, being able to see beyond what's here. And for you to be able to see beyond what is here is to use this, your high priestess energy, which is I believe I will make the right decisions at the right time. And again, it's related to intuitive, subconscious, feminine energy, inner voice, spirituality, secrets, and wisdom. Okay, what's clarifying the high priestess is the moon energy. So again, more again here, I acknowledge and let go of insecurities and self-doubt. So that's what this mental comeback is. It's just trying to keep you down, keep you stuck. Okay, and I feel like you're kind of like this shellfish animal here, where you feel drawn to a certain, and all the other animals too, but I almost feel like the path has been shown specifically to this shellfish kind of energy. And I don't know if this is your moon energy specifically. You might have some water, your moon energy could be in any of the water zodiac signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So because I feel like something is going to be revealed to a specific person. So like for some of you, you are going to be like the dog and the wolf. You're gonna feel because there is an upcoming new moon in Cancer. You feel like something is not right, or you feel like things are not exactly as they seem. Okay, and instead of letting fear take over, or your anxiety or whatever, I feel like you need to realize your own power here, because I feel like some of you are still in the situation I'm talking about, in an abusive relationship, or a relationship that's overly the foundation is tradition, but there's no passion, there's no love. Okay, there's no emotional connection. I don't even think there's a type of friendship. I feel like maybe someone is in a relationship due to the fact that they had kids, right? Or due to a one night stand situation, and they felt like they had to do what was right for the kid or kids. So I feel like for some of you Gemini, you might feel like on edge, but you don't know why that is. Understand that there is a new moon in Cancer that's coming up. You can check it out on your own, do the research on how the moon in Cancer would be affecting you. But it could also, like, let's say you do have Gemini in the first house as a whether it's the sun or your ascendant, usually you would have, usually not for all of you, but you would have the Cancer in the second house. So basically you would need to check that within a birth chart. So you can check online to do a birth chart generator or calculator, however you call it, software, and you'll be able to see how it's going to affect you. So usually that will affect your value system, your money, the people that are closest to you. But it's more so your value system, and it has to do, it's related to Taurus, so it has to do with boundaries as well. So for some of you, you're gonna be a little bit much more emotional than expected, okay, at this time. So I feel like some of you are going to be just like this shellfish, like something's gonna be revealed to you. It's almost like within the depth of your emotions, something will rise up. Okay, so I feel like again it's related to the High Priestess. For some of you that are moving to another location and you're kind of wanting to hide your identity, so I feel like you're gonna be that mysterious woman, but I feel like you're keeping yourself out of sight, or you're being secretive. You're being secretive because you don't wanna really relive the past. You don't want to talk about it. You don't really want to, you don't even want to touch it at all. You don't even want to hint at it. But again, so again, some of you are the shellfish. You are, something is going to be revealed, okay? So like from the depth of your emotions, because some of you are going to be pulled emotionally, and it may not only, like, you may not be feeling, you may not start to feel this energy now. You may have felt it for a very long time, or within this month, or you know, it doesn't matter, because there's a sense of needing to be free, needing freedom. Okay, there's the, also you might need to check out where your Jupiter energy is in your birth chart to see, because Jupiter has to do with your good luck. It has to do with the lessons though, because again, like, we like to overuse we like to over focus on good luck, but then there's the negative aspect of it if you're not on, you know, on the right side of things. So again, so some of you are submerged emotionally, but it seems that something is going to be revealed, like a path will be revealed to you, but you're not I almost feel like those are apples, like, but you don't really know where you're going, and that's what scares you at this time. So for some of you, you are being let out of relationship. Some of you, you are being let out of a situation. You are being let out of a project, because again, 1-8, it could talk about other people that have power over you, or situations that have power over you, that is keeping you stuck. And for your highest good, okay, for your highest good, okay, and if you believe of a higher purpose, of a higher power, you are being called towards something new altogether, okay? So that's what it is. It's like you want a brand new future, but where you are right now, for some of you Geminis, because some of you have done the work, so you're going to the next level, and you're gonna get what you need, you're gonna get what you want, you're gonna get what you deserve. But for some of you that might have been stuck in a cycle, you're gonna have to take your power back here. I feel like it's the moon also is related to suicide, so there's a sense of taking yourself out of a situation, but not by killing yourself, if you know what I mean. Like, you're taking yourself out of a relationship, taking yourself out of a job, you're taking yourself out of a group of friends, you're taking yourself out of a neighborhood, out of a country, etc. And there's a sense of having to do it even though you are fearful at this time, okay? Because the High Priestess is the one that's leading. I almost feel like the High Priestess is the path. This is the journey. Your journey right now is to follow your intuition and not to overthink things. Okay, and you're tired of overthinking things as well. Okay, so we have the Eight of Pentacle energy. So I feel like this is for again, a person that's in a negative situation, that's saying that I should, it says happy employment, right? But I don't believe that you're happy in this situation. Okay, uh like I feel like this is kind of reiterating that if you stay in this situation, it's gonna stay exactly the way that it has been. Okay, if you stay in the situation as is, it's going to stay exactly as is. So again, I feel like there's a sense of needing to work through your intention, or needing to understand your own mechanism, needing to understand how you work, like needing to understand what makes, how can you attend the hidden version of yourself, because I feel like there's a sense of the hidden version of you seems to be the real you, because the High Priestess again is talking to you at this time. That's the mirror you. Okay, and maybe mirror you has been labeled as the bad guy, has been labeled as the bad girl, as the villain in the story, and the only reason is that your your hidden self wants you to work, wants you to be in tandem with them, wants you to work in partnership. So you're leaving a partnership for you to be in partnership with you. Okay, and it's almost like your hidden self is saying, you know how you know the amazing things that we're gonna do together. Okay, so I feel like that's the energy, like this is gonna be amazing, this is gonna be great. Okay, so and for others of you, you might not have arrived to the Nine of Pentacles energy, but you're putting in the work. There's a sense, because I feel like there's a sense of kind of feeling stuck in a situation, trying to work your way out of it, you working your way through, but there are certain things that are holding you back, certain obligations, obviously, but obligations, I mean, is allowing you for you to develop when it comes to you being but there's a sense of you needing to be obligated to yourself at this time. Okay, and again, I feel like, yeah, like this is the path though. It's asking you to rely on your intuition way more than before. It's almost like we're kind of changing gear. And since we're going to enter this Cancer season pretty soon, in a couple of days, I feel like that's what it is. It's like that's what you need to practice right now, Gemini, to rely on your intuition way more than you've been relying on your mind. Okay, and also what's also clarifying the High Priestess is the Hangman energy. And I feel like those are beautiful keywords, right? New perspective, yes. Self-surrender, yes. Liberation, absolution, independence, contemplation, spiritual development, sacrifice for a higher cause. I also feel like going back to, like, someone is trying to manipulate you to stay in a situation, and I feel like because they're trying to say that they've changed, but they haven't. With the Eight of Pentacles, it's and the Moon, Eight of Pentacles and Hangman, I feel like it's just a ping pong game where it's gonna keep on going the same way. Like this person's gonna beat you, this person's gonna verbally abuse you, this person is not gonna be faithful. Whatever that you value in a relationship, this person does not. Okay, so again, to clarify this, did I read for the Moon? I should have read it, but I will read it to you. I have to view the matters from a new perspective. Yeah. So, like, logically, you've done all you could. Now your intuition is begging you to, to be quiet, to be quiet and to listen. Okay. So, there's a sense of you needing to listen to yourself at this time, and you're gonna have to do a sacrifice, right? Again, for a higher cause. But it's going to be for you. You're the cause. You're the Christ. You're the sheep on the altar. You're the, like, you play all these roles. You are who you're sacrificing yourself for, and this is for the greatest love of all, which is you. You're the greatest love to yourself. And again, let me clarify the Moon. I acknowledge and let go of insecurities and self-doubt. So again, this is to clarify the High Priestess. That is supposed to be your advice. I believe I will make the right decisions at the right time. Give the logical side a break. Let God take control. Let your hidden side, let your intuition speak to you. Listen, you're going in a new direction. It's not going to look like the one that you just left. Some of you, it's not going to look like the one that you're in right now. You're just going to have to take a chance and see and believe in your own power.